RuPaul's Drag Race Season 1 first aired February the 2nd, 2009. Number of contestants? 9. And the prize for Season 1? Well, it was a lifetime supply of MAC featured in an LA Iworks campaign to join the Logo RuPaul Drag Race Tour and a cash prize of $20,000. Often, this is referred to as the lost season. Not the prize, the Season 1. RuPaul's Drag Race Season 1 is often referred to as the lost season. Why? Because they were still finding themselves. Season 2 is really Season 1, because Season 2 is when they set the format, it's when they set the foundation, and nobody watched Season 1 because it was on something called Logo, which I've never heard of. Even the most illicit RuPaul fans and the RuPaul Drag Race army haven't seen this lost season. I also don't think it is anywhere available to watch. So even if you wanted to watch it, I think you would struggle to find a way to watch it. But worry not, because you don't need to watch it. Because in this video, I'm going to be telling you, just like the thumbnail dictated, and just like the title of this video honourably assumed, all 9 contestants, what they look like then, and where they are now. Because it's been 14 years, so a lot of these people might not even be in drag anymore, and we're about to find out. You might also be wondering why I'm holding this little mic, which is clearly a lapel mic. I clearly have a lapel, and it clearly has a clip to go on said lapel. Well, let me tell you, I'm trying out a new fashion accessories. Normally, if you've watched my videos before, I'm all about those bright, vibrant shirts. I'm all about an open shirt moment. I'm all about a button-up moment. But I saw someone wear something similar to this, where they did the jumper with the collar underneath, and I thought I'd give it a go, especially because I've got this little accessory. I don't know what these are called, but I've seen it. I had it for a wedding, so I don't have to wear the tie, and I'm absolutely in love with it. Look, it's got little honey bees on, and we are finding our way into spring, so it is perfect. I'm also from Manchester, which is in the UK, if you haven't heard of it, and the honeybee is our symbolic animal, so I'm representing. But it feels, I can't see myself as I record this, it feels funny holding this little microphone. I feel like a giant, but it's what I'm going to have to do. And I hope the sound quality is good, because I would hate to get this into my editing and the sound quality to be awful. But anyway, you know all that already because you're already watching the video. So let's jump right in. Number 1, we've got Victoria Porkchop Parker. She was eliminated on the first episode. We're going to work our way down from the earliest eliminated to the least, to the winner of the show. Eliminated on the first episode, Porkchop has appeared in the audience of almost every grand final of RuPaul's Drag Race since, and even though she was eliminated first episode, is one of the most famous drag queens from Season 1 of RuPaul, so really done something good for herself there. But like I said, every grand final, RuPaul's Drag Race, she's there, usually greeted by RuPaul with a "Hey Porkchop," and "I always have a seat for you," like in this video right here.
Hey, Porkchop. Girl, you know I always got a seat for you, honey.
Porkchop is very involved in pageants. Victoria was crowned Miss Continental Plus in 2000 and Miss Gay International Plus in 2005. She was also the first runner-up to Nicole Love Dupree in 2002 and National Entertainer of the Year pageant. Interesting story about the before RuPaul Drag Race life for Victoria. She was shot and had acid thrown in her face outside a gay bar back in the late 80s whilst doing an impersonation. She had to be rushed to the emergency room in drag. She also had silicone injections done by an unlicensed nurse in 1999, which resulted in granuloma? Is that a word? Granuloma. Anyway, she was on one episode of Botched where they fixed the decaying skin from her nose, which came from this unlicensed silicone injection she had. She also stated on that episode that she was planning to retire from drag when she was 50. However, she's currently 54 and Not so much very recent, but she has been appearing and doing work, so I'm not sure if she stuck to that whole 50 retirement thing. That being said, Porkchop's Instagram has been inactive since 2020. And so far this year, I haven't been able to find a single thing on her whereabouts or what she's doing. I'm personally a little bit worried. Where is Porkchop? There is nothing, no Twitter, no Instagram, no being tagged in anything. Just disappeared. Maybe this is what we should be looking into. Maybe this is what we'll be deep diving into next. But speaking of next, we've got number 2, Tammie Brown, finished 8th place, was also in All Stars Season 1, and also finished in 8th place on that. Real name is Keith Glenn Schubert. Currently, Tammie is 43 years old and looks like this. Outside of Drag Race, Brown released her debut album Popcorn on March the 18th in 2009 and is still doing drag shows. So still very much in the drag community, just not as popular as, say, Porkchop. Then we have Akashia.
Hi, my name is Akashia. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Who finished in 7th place, was 24 during season 1, is now 28 and looks like this. Continued to perform at Pride events and in clubs, primarily in Cleveland. She stopped performing around September in 2017. That being said, her season 10 reunion appearance marked her first time in drag doing a performance since this self-imposed retirement. She has also expressed interest in returning for a future All-Stars season, so maybe this is not the last we have heard of her. She's got basically no social presence, but this year returned to Instagram, showing a small performance on her highlighted stories, which I will post. So it appears a comeback is definitely in the works from what I can see. I've checked the dates, I've time-stamped it, she's coming back. Number 4, we've got Jade, known simply as Jade, like Cher or Adele or Beyonce. We have Jade. Finished in 6th place, currently 28 years old, and spends most of his time outside of drag, posting topless pictures on Instagram like this. So not very much in with the drag anymore, I suppose. Then we've got Ongina, who's another famed drag queen from season 1, who a lot of people know and has done a lot within the community of drag. Ongina finished in 5th place, was shortlisted for every single All-Stars, but didn't make the cast until season 5. That being said, she did only last 2 episodes. Interesting fact about Ongina, RuPaul's single Ladyboy was inspired by her. And she still regularly does drag shows. She came out as HIV positive and become a fierce activist since, boasting one of the most successful post-Drag Race careers of all the contestants. She's appeared in the Black Eyed Peas video for I Got a Feeling, like I said, inspired RuPaul's Ladyboy single, and serves as a host of the Logo series HIV and Me. And there we go with Logo again. Is that a big thing in America? It's not a big thing here in the UK. I've never heard of it. Anyway, Ongina will also play an LGBTQ plus advocate in the upcoming conversion therapy drama Unfixed, which is due to release in 2023, so very much at it. Number 6, we've got Shannel, who finished in 4th place, currently is 43 years old and looks like this. Came back for All Stars Season 1 after being named as a rotating queen to perform in the Las Vegas performance of RuPaul's Drag Race Live in 2019. Shannel was accused of stealing $700 from a drag show in August 2022. Shannel denied taking the money, but there is videos of this, and she also returned $200 anyway, according to Entertainment Weekly. So probably did take the money, so can't be doing that well if you've got to be rooting through people's purses on a drag show. Self-credited as a dreamer, an artist, and a world-renowned female impersonator, still working in Vegas, and hosts a drag brunch at Treasure Island. Next, we have number 7, Rebecca Glasscock. Finished in 3rd, currently 40 years old. After the show, She tried her hand at acting, and here's an interesting little thing. She had a cameo in Men in Black 3. Right there, that is Rebecca Glasscock in Men in Black 3. Also had an appearance in the 2013 film Snow, then took a long break and stopped doing drag altogether. Rebecca came out of retirement for the season 10 final, in which she performed alongside Dusty Ray Bottoms, but she hasn't returned to drag since. Instead, he is working as a clinic specialist at Bloomingdale's, as well as trying his hand at becoming a male model. He says, "I had a lot of fun being Rebecca for many years. She gave me the confidence that I didn't have as a young gay, and she allowed me to express myself artistically and to tap into many different talents. I travelled all over and met many wonderful people along the way. In 2016, I reached a point in my life where Rebecca needed to step aside to allow heavy air to grow and blossom. So completely retired, no longer doing drag." Number 8, we've got Nina Flowers, who was season 1's runner-up and the first ever Miss Congeniality. Her other Drag Race appearances include serving as a professor in season 1 of Drag U and competing in the first season of All Stars. Currently 49 years old and working as a DJ. And although she no longer is doing drag, she still DJs in drag, and her DJ name is Nina Flowers. So I'm not sure if you can call that doing drag or not doing drag. I would say retired from drag, and is just a DJ with a persona, is what I would say. But that's up for your own interpretation, I suppose. And number 9, we have BeBe Zahara Benet, who is 6'2", 41 years old, looked like this, currently looks like this, and was the first ever winner of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 1, aka The Lost Season. As the winner of Season 1, she was given a featured cameo in the music video for RuPaul's song Covergirl, Put That Bass in Your Walk. The version of the song featuring BeBe was included in RuPaul's 2009 album, Jealous of Me Boogie, The Remixes, and according to BeBe, she never actually received the prize of $5,000 worth of MAC Cosmetics, which the prize was stated as a lifetime supply. So I guess $5,000 of MAC Cosmetics is a lifetime, but either way, she didn't receive it. Don't know why. She doesn't seem beat up about it anyway. Was also on All Stars Season 3, and BeBe co-founded the Nubia Tour in 2020, which is a live drag show tour celebrating black drag queens. BeBe also founded the Lavish Lab, which is a decor and event planning firm, which she does outside of her drag activities, but still performs in drag, and even released a self-bio movie called Being BeBe. And that is every single contestant from the lost season of RuPaul's Drag Race and what they are doing today.